the Super Mario Galaxy movie, and this is it in Lego. And today I'm recreating the most popular video game movies of all time, from the Minecraft movie to Sonic and more. This is Super Mario Galaxy, and this is every character from it as a fake Lego minifigure. And today I'm going to unbox, build, and blast off with every single Super Mario Galaxy mystery minifigure, from Mario to Luigi, and so many more mystery ones. So stay tuned, because by the end of this video, we're gonna level up and open the rarest gold pack ever. Anyways, let's go! Now, Super Mario Galaxy is one of the most iconic Mario games literally ever created, which is why they're making it into a movie. But LEGO still hasn't made Mario minifigures, which is why I went on the dark web and copped all these new Mario figures for the Mario movie. Anyways, let's go cop some Galaxy packs. And they're here. Now, the other thing about this city is I have 4 Mario mystery racers, and we have to fill all of them. So we're gonna have to unbox all the characters, then put them in their racer. And we're gonna be putting everyone else around the city too. So now all we're just gonna do is level up and hit that subscribe button. Awesome! All right, let's open the first pack. Now we're gonna move the packs over here, and we're gonna crack-a-lack-a-ding-dong into our very first one. And I have to admit, I don't know what version of Mario this is. What? All right, so he comes with arms and hands, that's important. All right, it's Mario in an outfit. He comes with a tail, what the heck? Okay, and then he comes with this. What? And then he comes with a turtle. All right, so I Googled it, and this is a white Tanuki Mario. And this is a Buzzy Beetle. The Buzzy Beetle's epic. Bro, you wish you could be this cool. Yo, 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 it's me and my boy Beetle. Ow, you have a hard shell, ow. All right, now this is definitely one of the more unique Marios I've ever unboxed. I've never done a Mario quite like this. So we're going to put him over here and he could chill, and we're gonna open up the next pack, which is gonna be, oh shoot, is this Yoshi? That was my impression of Yoshi.
Not bad, not bad.
Yoshi! No. Yoshi! Okay, that's better. All right. So Yoshi here is also going to come with a car, and we're gonna do that in a second, but first I gotta build him. So he comes with a torso and legs, and we're gonna slip in an arm, and a hand, and another arm, and another hand, boop. Then we gotta slip on this torso. Yo, that looks great. What the heck? Fire. Okay, sweet. All right, so we got that, we got this. This is like the second turtle-like dinosaur dude I've done in this video. And then I also got him this little firearm thing, so he could like power up and fist someone. Hey there, Yoshi, what's good? I'm on fire! I'm on fire! I'm on fire! I'm still on fire! I'm still on fire! Anyways, it's time for us to unbox this boy and build him whatever weird Mario vehicle this is. Wonder if this is gonna be in the Super Galaxy Mario movie. All right, we're going to slip this in. We're gonna slip this in, boop. All right, we're gonna click this in, click, clack, clock, clerk. Okay, that's cool. We're gonna slip this on and this on. Okay, this is getting interesting. This might be one of my new favorite builds, to be honest with you. Sweet. All right, we're gonna snack in this. All right, so he's got the second wheel in the front. Yo, look at this guy. Yo, this is a fire-looking Yoshi. You know what, I'm giving him a 10 out of 10. We're putting him over here because we have a racer on almost every other roof, including the side of this one. All right, Beetle, are you ready for the next character? Yeah, that's right. That's what I thought. All right, now we're going to grab our next pack, and it is going to be Luigi. All right, let's open up Luigi. We might even be able to put him in a car. Oh, yo, he looks super detailed. He's got his full threaded outfit. We're gonna click this in there. We're gonna click this in here, and we're gonna click this in here. Sweet. Okay, and then we're gonna just click on his hat. Awesome. Now, the next thing we're gonna need to do is slip this boy on. Sweet. And then we will slip on this a boy and this a boy on a ba-bomb. I think that's what they're called. And look, you could even twist him. We could just twist like this, and mamma mia, it's a ba-bomb. Oh, it's not a ba-bomb unless you light it. Wait a minute, what's that? Oh my gosh, it's a light! It's a light somebody have! Oh my gosh, that could have been close. Oh, mamma mia. Yo, look at it, it actually melted. All right, I know where I'm putting you. Right in the middle of a skyscraper. Awesome. It also works because this is where Luigi's car is. No, get me away from the bum. Yeah, bro, you're not getting away from that. Don't worry, we'll be seeing more of them later. Let's open the next one. Is that Princess Peach? No shot. It's actually Princess Peach. What the hey? Sweet. Oh my gosh, it's so detailed. Yo, that's so detailed. What the farts, you guys? Oh my gosh, bruh. All right, we're gonna slip in a hand and another hand. Come with some extra hands. All right, and then she comes with the hair. Slip that on. Oh, and a crown. Nice. And here's Princess Peach. Well, she comes with some extra things like a question block, a coin, and these two pieces which you could put together and you have a Goomba. Yo, this sucker is sick. All right, this might be the best minifigure so far. I'm definitely giving it a 10 out of 10. And you know exactly where we're gonna put her. Oops, get back on there. All right, this guy looks great. Oh yeah. Anyway, we're putting Goomba Boy here and we're putting question block over here. And the coin we'll save for a rainy day. Just gonna slip that in here. And we're gonna open up our next Mario. All right, let's see what Mario this is. Bruh, what? All right, so we know it's a Mario. I don't know exactly which one. I know he has a huge flippin' nose. What the heck? He looks like the Underminer from The Incredibles. Yo, it's a turtle shell. Okay, that's awesome. And then we have these two pieces. Oh, I see. So you could like attach it to things. So it's like functions like a Lego. Okay, so I was right. This is just a young version of Mario with a red turtle shell, which I think is great to put with the Super Mario Racer. Because, you know, Mario Kart's like my favorite game with Mario. And the turtle shell looks great too. Hey, I like turtles. You know what I just realized? Look at his feet. Look how weirdly they're molded. It's like rounded at the corner. What the heck? Which means that he can't really drive this properly without like falling off. In fact, he can't really stand on any stud. Yeah, bruh. All right, Mario. I guess we're gonna have to put you to work in the sewers with your shell. No, not the Mario. All right, well that means it's time to open our next pack and it looks like it's gonna be Toad. Now, the thing about Toad is he looks nothing like a Toad. Yoshi looks more like a Toad, low-key. Toad looks like a mushroom. I don't know who named him. Whoever's in the naming business in Mario did it wrong. You're fired. Satoshi Nakamoto. Sweet. Okay, we got our boy. And then he comes with a boy too. Sweet. Now this Toad is a great 10 out of 10 minifigure and it comes with Spiny, who low-key will go well with this one. These guys, I feel like they'll be boys. Hey, stop it. Yeah, guys, behave, be nice. Ow, ow. He's spiky. Yeah, I spent 3 years in a bag with him. How do you think I feel? I bet you feel better now because you're not in a bag. Oh, yeah. All right, let's put Toad somewhere. All right, we're putting Toad over here and we're putting his boy over here. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to be mean. Ow, your shell's still hard. All right, time to open up our next pack. And this one's gonna be interesting because, whoa, that's unique. This looks like more than your average like thing. Maybe there's 3 different characters. Whoa, okay, I think it is. All right, well, we're gonna do the first one. All right, so it's a version of Mario. Bro, that hat is huge. That is a huge hat, what the heck? I don't know what version of Mario this is. I just know it feels really cheap and has no printing. I'll give it like a 3. And we could high-key add him to like the Misfit collection over in this corner with all the weird Marios. But we still have more over here. All right, now this next one looks like interesting because it's gonna be a version of Princess Peach, I think, who's also gonna be in this movie. Whoa, look at that hairdo. Whoa, it was like elf ears. Bro, this feels like a Legends of Zelda character. Also feels kind of cheap. The outfit looks a little bit more like the Racer variant. Maybe that'll make more sense to put in the Racer car. But you know what I'm gonna do? She's gonna stick with knockoff cheap Mario because they are made for each other, literally. And then we have this boy. Okay, this is gonna be interesting. Bro, is this Diddy Kong? They literally connected the hairpiece. What is this? Now I know why. This is the most cursed minifigure face I've legitimately seen. Look, he has teeth and eyes, and then you could just, this troll hat on with the ears and brown and, bro, what did they do? Diddy Kong, no. Well, okay, just be careful. Make sure you don't light it on fire. No, Diddy Kong! Ah, thank goodness. Oh no! Psst. What are you doing? Blowing up the subscribe button. Is that what you're trying to do? Oh, you can just tap that. Oh, see, look at this, look at this. Oh, great. Now I could give this to Walter. Wait, what? Here, Walter, I have a present for you. Wow, that's so nice. What's this? Oh, thank you, Diddy. A bomb? Oh, no. All right, and we're putting Diddy Kong on this little rooftop sunbathing section. And I don't know who we're gonna put here. Maybe someone cool. But we have to open up our next pack. Let's open up this boy. Yo, it's another Mario. This isn't the kid one. This is like an adult looking Mario. All right, let's snap in his arm. Yo, he's got an other face too. And his other hand, what? What is happening? He's missing an arm and his hands are weird. What the heck? All right, well, he was missing an arm. So I got him this one. This should work. Yeah, the plastic doesn't exactly match, right? Like, oh, dang it. I need to use a real hand too. You guys can't tell the difference, right? Anyways, here's the bomb guy. I think he's supposed to have these arms. I did not think we'd be getting a Lego-fied Bullet Bill. He even has the clip hands and everything. So we could just have him go... Oh, wah, wah, wah. I will say I love this version of Mario. It probably goes much better with the racer, which we're actually gonna bring down. Mamma mia. All right, Mario, you get in there. We're gonna try to connect you. Okay, and Bullet Bill can go after him and he can race around. Yahoo! Sweet, and guess where he's right next to? Is that a pizza shop? It is a pizza shop. At least he's not near the repair station. All right, now we're gonna put Bullet Bill somewhere and I'm gonna put him right up here. 10 out of 10. Anyway, let's open Child Luigi. So we have Child Mario right here. All right. Let's dump it, bada boop. All right, and then we're gonna do this, and this, and this. Okay, bro, we got Luigi, and then we got his little Squirtle turtle. Boop. And his is green. Yeah, okay, Child Luigi's cool. Let me see the other face. That face definitely looked like he's gonna say, Mamma mia. So I am totally going to put Luigi next to Mario, and he's even gonna take his little turtle shell. Look at these guys. Now they're talking about their little turtle shells. It's so cute. And while they do that, I can build up our next character vehicle. And I think this is a Toadmobile. All right, well, we're gonna do Toad first. We've already done a Toad, but this is like the Toad. I mean, this one actually looks pretty good, or at least as good as the last one. And it actually has all its parts. You'd be shocked to believe that that's an actual thing we need to be grateful for these days. What a world. All right, so we have this face, and we have no other face, really? And bro, this covers his eyes. What the heck? Sweet. Now we're gonna build him this little vehicle. Awesome. Okay, let's build him a little Toadmobile. We're gonna slip this in, we're gonna slip this in, slip this in. It's gonna be very similar to that Yoshi mobile from earlier. All right, sweet. Let's do this. Okay, he looks kind of cool. I like this one. I don't know what racers these are from, so please comment down below to tell me. But I know exactly where I want to put him. The one rooftop without a vehicle. Well, actually, no, there's a baby carriage there. This one. Sweet. All right, now we're gonna build another one of these weird looking Marios. All right, I forgot. There's a question block. Boop. Awesome. All right, we have another one of these fruity looking Marios, the weird torso and everything. So we're just gonna slap this on. We'll put him with his other boy. He comes with the MIDI scale legs, which is an interesting choice. All right, we have this, we have the hand. Oh, he has a much happier face. We're switching to that one. Oh, and then we're taking this off and we're slipping this on and then bada boop. And then he also comes with a spiky shell, which I think they've actually made an entire Lego set of. I think in this color too. Okay, Tanuki Mario, you get like a 6. Anyway, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put him right here next to the other Mario, and then we're gonna give him a little shell and they can talk about it. I don't know why I am doing the Mario voice like this. Anyway, we have one more pack before the gold one, and it's another Mario. I mean, honestly, what are you supposed to do? It's a Mario unboxing video. All right, let's open it. Yo, no way, wait a minute. Is this a blooper? Yo, I think it is, but you could like attach it to the floor. I don't understand. I will never understand. But this is like furry Mario. I'm genuinely gerfuffled what's going on with Mario here right now. He has ears and a tail. Bro, what? We got a blooper and furry Mario. Okay, furry Mario might be the worst single thing I've ever built in Lego ever. All right, furry Mario, you're going to hide out with the rats in the corner. Yeah, you can stay there. And the blooper can go right here. Bloop, bloop, bloop. bloop. But that means it is time for our rarest, most coveted gold minifigure. All right, let's see who's inside and who's gonna go on this. Oh no. Who was gonna go on that go-kart? All right, still is gonna go, still is gonna go. And it is that Donkey Kong? We had Diddy Kong early. It's Donkey Kong. Oh my gosh, it's Donkey Kong. Yeah, bro, we're loading you up. You get your own vehicle. Fire. Oh my gosh, bro. He's so cool. Bro, he could totally steal a Princess Peach right now. Look at him. Yo. Yeah, we're just gonna put him right up here. And there you go, we have a fully pizzified Mario City with the Donkey Kong, the Luigi, and the Diddy Kong. Bro, this is still so cursed. All right, now we're gonna go open some more Mario figures. So let's do that. This is a Steve minifigure. And today I'm going to unbox custom Minecraft movie accurate minifigures from these custom mystery minifigure packs. And by the end of this video, I'm gonna add them all to my Minecraft world. So grab onto your chicken jockeys and Lego. Now earlier this year, one of the best movies to ever be released came out, and it was of course the Minecraft movie. And it had plenty of iconic lines like
flint and steel, the nether, water bucket,
and
as a child, I yearn for the mines.
Yeah, you get it. And it also had a bunch of iconic characters. So I had already recreated the whole movie in Lego, but Lego's official figures were kinda doo-doo. So I called up my friend Brickanobi, who's a master minifig modder. Yo, hey, how are you? Good, okay. Hey, can you make me literally every character from the Minecraft movie?
Yeah, probably.
Great. Anyways, that shouldn't take long.
3 weeks later.
All right, it's been a couple weeks. Let's go see if they're here. All right, let's open this sucker up. Whoa, those are mystery Minecraft minifigs. What is this? Only open once you get to the Great Hog. Yo, and we got Steve. All right, I can't wait to get into literally all of these. All right, let's start with our first mystery box. Oh, and by the way, make sure to hit that subscribe button because we're trying to hit 500,000 subs. And we're really, really close. See, watch, all it takes is a little, boom, you're done. All right, let's open the first pack. All right, how about we start with this pack? All right. Now, I'm not sure how I want to open these suckers because they're wrapped so nicely. So maybe we'll just use my custom box cutter and we'll just go at it. And it is... No way, is that a modded version of Henry? All right, let's snap him together. Got the same face. Oh shoot, he also comes with this little satchel that we just put over his shoulder. Bada boom. And then we have the hair and of course, the orb. Oh, and we also have this diamond pickaxe. Get on there. Yo, he looks sick. Now this one's different from the official one because of the painted pickaxe and because I guess of the orb. And there might be some paint on the torso and the toes, but nothing crazy. The minifigure itself is actually pretty good already. Now the question is, where do we put him in the city? And I'm thinking we put him inside Steve's room with, of course, the crafting table, because this is where he learned to craft. And we're going to put him right over here. And that's the first figure added to our city. Anyways, I think it's time we open our next mystery pack. All right, so here's our next one. I'm gonna open it up the same way because I don't wanna ruin the nice front of those boxes because they look very nice. And who is this gonna be? No way, wait, is this? Do we get 2 figures in here? I am so confused. What? What is all this? We have these 2 like mushroom hair things. I think this is Garrett's and Steve's. And then we have the chicken jockey. Yo, look, it's a fully custom painted chicken jockey. But you can't have a chicken jockey without, of course, the chicken. Oh, look at his eyes. He's so cute. All right, chicken jockey, we can put you on top of the chicken and he looks great. And I guess these pieces we'll all get to investigate once we open up some more minifigures. Yo, what do you get when you cross a chicken with a jockey?
Chicken jockey.
Yo, and you could like adjust his head, so if you want to angle him, look at him. He's all custom painted. 10 out of 10. Now, where are we gonna put him in this city? Well, personally, the only place I think to put a chicken jockey is on top of Steve's lava chicken. It's a chicken on a chicken on a chicken restaurant. That's 3 chickens. All right, let's open our next pack. Okay, let's see who's inside. This time I'm gonna carve the side open. Bada boom. Whoa, that is a lot of parts. Of course I had to open this one like this. What the heck? All right, so it looks like first we have a hoglin and a piglet. So let's give the hoglin his hog legs. He's got all 4 of them now. And then we can put on his hog head. And he smells pretty bad. He could probably use a hog wash. I know, that was a bad joke. But this hoglin has a seat, and luckily, there's a person to sit in it. And I honestly kind of want to say that this is Travis.
Real smooth, Travis!
He might be the reason that Malgosha lost. Anyway, let's build him up. Yo, let's go. We have a spiky piglin in the room. Yo, and we're just gonna sit him down right here, and then we could give him a little spear. Yo, look at him. Now we're gonna put these guys a little separate from the village, so that way they're not too involved, and that they can attack maybe by the end of this video. Anyways, this figure's definitely getting an 8 out of 10. He's got a little shorter legs and a customized spear, but pretty much everything else to him is, you know, like official, so that's cool. And you know, we're gonna put him right outside the city gates. Yeah, you can't attack yet. All right, I'd say it's appropriate to open the next figure. All right, let's get crack-a-lackin'. You know what, we're just gonna tear into this one. Bada-boom. Whoa, there's a plastic bag. Yo, another piglin. Wait a minute, is this like supposed to be Chungus? It is General Chungus. Whoa, he's fragile. Oh, and his big accessory is a sword. And he's got himself a sweet blade. So if you remember General Chungus from the movie, you'll remember this about him. Yeah, he was murdered. Anyway, this figure's awesome. I mean, look at his loincloth. It has a skeleton. And his head with all those spikes. It's literally gold up there.
Really sorry, but I have to unalive you and stuff.
Because we're putting the general on standby to lay siege to the village. Anyways, let's pick another random pack. And how about this one? All right, we're going back to opening these normally. X marks the spot, or not. And we got, what the heck? Yes. We got an Enderman. Let's build him. Oh, these guys are tall. All right, so he's got the official Lego parts for the arms and the legs and the torso and everything. That makes sense. And then, of course, we have the head. Looks like it disconnected in the box. That's not great. I feel like I should turn off the lights for this one. Oh, that's not creepy at all. It looks like he cut the real Enderman head and then made like the molded teeth out of it for when he was like trying to scare Henry in the movie. Uh-oh. I guess this would happen after Henry was through with them. This Enderman's getting an 8 out of 10. It's pretty cool, but like what else are you gonna add to a Lego Enderman already? Now I'm gonna repair this off camera and then we'll add it to our village later. Don't worry, it'll make an appearance. Anyways, let's open the next pack. All right, let's just do this one. I have a good feeling about it. All right, let's crack-a-lack-a-ding-dong. And we're gonna just open this up and we're gonna just do this. And let's see who's inside. What the? Is that a villager? Guys, I know who this is. It's the lava chicken guy. They literally have Steve's lava chicken right here as a minifigure. And we have a chicken leg and another lava chicken leg. This looks completely custom. And so does this. Yo, this guy's pretty legit. He's fully painted around with a brand new apron and headbands. And then of course you have the lava chicken. Bro, that looks so scrumptious. I just want to taste. I just want to taste. Let's see, can this actually be held in a minifig hand? Not really, kinda. It's a little small. I know where I'm putting this guy. Bada boom. You hear that sizzling? Oh man, we need Steve soon. All right, let's grab the next figure. By the way, I want you to comment down below your favorite Minecraft character from the movie, and it can't be Steve. All right, we're gonna just dig into this one. Oh, this is one of my favorites. Get out of there. It's Garrett the Garbage Man Garrison. Let's go. Whoa, he comes with a lot of hair options. All right, so we have him here with his more detailed jeans, which the official Lego jeans kind of suck. And then he has the same torso, face, and hair. And then he comes with a second hair. Oh, I know why. So we'll take this off and we'll take this off because we have this little backpack piece. And you can put this on and the head on, but what you can't do is put the normal hair on, see? So Brickanobi got a second hair piece that was actually carved up, so that way you could put these on. So you could literally recreate the flying scene with the full man sandwich.
We're not gonna fit! We're too chunky! I'm ordering you to make a full man sandwich! Okay!
Oh, and also if we take all this off again, remember this from earlier? Yep. And he's got a sax. Oh, this might be my favorite variant of him. Look how detailed his mushroom hat is. I would totally wear that. Anyways, let's give him a quick spin. Anyways, he's gonna get an easy 10 out of 10. And I know exactly where we're gonna put him in the city. We're gonna put him on top of the armory so that way he can watch the skies and maybe the chicken jockey. Anyways, let's get in to our next pack. Ooh, this one feels pretty big. Yeah, we're just gonna open into this. We're gonna rip it open. Yo, is that Dawn? It is Dawn. All right, let's build her. All right, so we have the legs, the torso, face, and even the hair. Yo, and she also came with a shovel? This looks so much better than the official one. I mean, you have the nice painted shovel, the purple painted highlights on her torso and legs, and it's all wraparound. The only thing she's missing is an old femur for Dennis, because, you know, she's good at like breeding wolves or something. If you remember, she actually owned a petting zoo and had a bunch of other side hustles. And honestly, she felt like the most random inclusion. Like, let's just put the main character's landlord in the Minecraft world. Anyway, she's very cool looking. I'm gonna give this figure a solid 7.5, 8 out of 10. So if I remember correctly, she was trying to trade information with the villagers. So we're gonna put her by this stand and hopefully we'll have a villager for her to trade with later. Anyway, the small village is starting to fill up and hopefully it'll fill up a lot more because we have a lot more characters, like whoever's in here. I genuinely have zero clue what's in any of these. So you guys are finding out the same way I am. We're gonna like carve a little smiley face in this one. Yeah, that's like a smile. All right, and then we're gonna open it up. Oh, no way. Which villager is this? It's a villager, I don't know which one. All right, so we're gonna put this here, and this here. Oh, it's an eye-patched villager. All right, so this is an eye-patch villager. It's a custom painted one, and it looks like the eye patch is also custom painted. And then he also has this fully custom painted torso, or at least around the front, and then the whole head is. So that's cool. Hey buddy, I got you something. You know what this is? It's a loaf.
Oh, these dudes? They're the villagers. They're total pacifists and vegetarians. You don't bug them, they won't bug you.
Maybe this is the villager that was like selling Dawn things. So maybe I should just put him right here. Ooh, okay, that works. All right, anyway, next figure. Okay, this one should be legit. You know what, we're just gonna crack into this bad boy and let's see who it is, and it is that Natalie? Get out of there, there's something in there. Oh, it's her head. All right, you're gonna go away. Yo, that's a custom skirt. I've never seen anything quite like that. Look at that. It's all like molded and stuff. I don't even know how you do that. All right, so we've got painted legs, a painted skirt, torso, face, and then we got the little hair. And of course, she also has some kind of like pickaxe hoe thing. I think this is a gardening hoe. The minifigure itself is pretty solid. It's just, I don't know how I feel about the dress. It feels like all weird. I'm not used to minifigures having stuff like this, I guess. I don't know. And I never liked the hair on her, but I guess it's fine. I don't know, I'm giving this one like a 4 out of 10. It feels like eh. Best part is the painted legs. I think that's cool. Now let's put her in the village. Now her and Donna ended up hanging out a bunch. So I put her with Donna and they could chill out here while Henry and Garrett are here, and we're still waiting on our Steve. But don't worry, we still have plenty of figures to go. All right, who are we gonna grab next? Ooh, that one sounds good. All right, got it down. Now we just gotta open it up. And then we're just gonna dump it out. Guys, it's him. Dennis and Steve. Get out there, come on. All right, before we build Steve, I definitely want to build the dog. This is Dennis, Steve's dog, and he comes with a tail piece. I guess that's what that is. And then we have the body, and then we have the head. Yo, look at him. Oh, he's so cute. Who's a good boy? I'm a good boy, I'm a good boy. Wow, that is a W dog. All right, now let's take a look at Steve. Guys, this is legit the minifig we've been waiting on this whole time. He's got the boots, he's got the torso. Wait, this isn't the chunky Steve. Are we getting a chunky Steve? So we got the beard, and then we got the face. It's like a white beard, which is interesting. And then of course we have this sanded down hair piece. Yo, look at him. Oh, and better yet, he comes with a diamond sword. Let's go. Oh my gosh.
I am Steve.
You know, he looks pretty good. I was kind of hoping for a bit of chunkiness in the belly, but I don't think that this is the last time we're gonna be seeing Steve. But in the occasion we don't, I wanted to try this on him. Yo, he's got his mushroom hat. Oh, that's so cool. All right, we're taking that off. Back to normal hair. All right, now there's only one place to put our boy Steve. You know where it is.
Chicken jockey.
All right, now we're over here and we have to grab the next pack. But wait a minute, what is that? Oh, that's so cute, it's squishy. It's a squishy creeper, very squishy. Ooh, I wonder if we're gonna get a creeper. This is a chunky feeling one, I'm excited for this. All right, let's open it up. Yo, is this parts of the Great Hog? All right, so we have arms, we have a hand. Is there another hand in there? There isn't. Oh, wait, because I think this is his extra hand. Wait, so that means only open when you unbox the Great Hog. Yo, this is like a secret Minecraft chest in a McDonald's packaging. Bro, he was really creative with the packaging. All right, let's open this bad Larry up. All right, we're gonna dump it. Yo, what? This is what has become known as the Great Hog. All right, so the first thing we got to do is assemble him. He's really, really detailed. All right, let's assemble him, then we'll take a look at those. All right, and then he's got this little stud here. And I think we're supposed to put a chain on it. He's breaking off the chains. And then we have this piece, which just goes here perfectly. And then we have a hand, and of course the head. What the hog? This guy's crazy. I mean, look at the detail on his bandage on his arm. He's also got this whole loincloth. He's got these chains around him. And he's even got a chain around his snout. Bruh, are you okay? That does not look comfortable. And then on his backside, you also have these little studs here, and you have the cloth that goes all the way around. Ooh. And yeah, overall the chains are cool. The little shoulder detailing is cool. And we're gonna prep him over here with the rest of our sieging forces. Look this way. Good piglins. Oh, and by the way, I forgot to add our boy Dennis to the city. Oh, who's a good boy? He's right by Dawn and Natalie. We have most of the main cast. I wonder who else there could be. I guess we have Malgosha, right? All right, let's open this up. Yo, oh, I actually knew about this one. I'm so excited about it. It's a realistic grass-covered creeper. You can't really see it too well because the base plate's green, but this dude is super realistic looking. I mean, the grass is a little not applied properly. I guess some of it came off, but yo, look at him.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry.
I was debating where to put our creeper. I was thinking we'll just put him as a little member of the city. But we still have 2 packs left. I really wonder what could be in them. This one feels pretty heavy, and so does this one. So let's do this one first. I really hope it's an iron golem because they're gonna need some serious defenses. All right, let's see. All right, it is an iron golem, I had a feeling. Yo, he does have the boots of swiftness. All right, let's attempt to build him anyway. All right, so we got this, bada boom. And then we got this arm right here. Now we have these little shoulder pads. There we go, there's 1 shoulder pad, and there's 2, and then there's his head, but he does have a helmet. Yo, he looks fire. Not a fan of how the leaf thing worked out though. I mean, look at this, that's not great. But other than that, he's pretty darn cool. Definitely a worthy opponent of the Great Hog. Their fight would be epic. So I'm gonna put him over here to defend the city. He looks much more accurate than the one they put in the official set. And this village is looking much nicer than the official set. And like that, there's 1 Minecraft minifigure left. So hit that subscribe button again if you haven't already. Now let's open it. All right, I put at least $3 on this being Malgosha. If it's not, I guess that's what I owe. Yo, this might be the singular coolest figure we've gotten. Oh, and she comes with her extra weapons. Yes, we didn't even get an official version of her in Lego, so having this here is awesome. She has the piglin head, as well as this little spear, which I guess broke. Bruh, this keeps happening. All right, so I tried gluing and it didn't work. So Malgosha, you're short anyway, so you could just, you know, use the short one. Boom, Malgosha. But you might be wondering, how did we get like this whole vibe with the big giant like neck thing? I don't even know how to describe that. Well, there's like some clay up here. I don't know if you can see that. And then it's just all cloth work, making for one of the legit best customs I've ever seen. And this whole thing is painted. I mean, what? All right, we're gonna put her with all the other piglins right here. And the vibe here is pretty strong. And I think that's empty. This is Lego Sonic, and in this video I'm going to be buying, building, and blabbing about every Lego Sonic the Hedgehog character ever made, and even some that weren't. So stay tuned, because things are going to go fast. Anyways, Lego. Now there are a lot of different characters from this franchise you can make, so let's start with the main one, Sonic the Hedgehog. This is the first Lego Sonic minifig, and it came in this Lego Dimension set, which I just bought. The cool thing about this minifigure is you could attach him to this stand and load him as a digital character into the video game, where you could play full-on Sonic levels in a Lego game, and even get him to play in worlds that have nothing to do with Sonic. The figure itself is pretty good for 2016. I mean, the eyes are green, and it's a little cursed when you look at him head on, and you could just barely see the mouth, making him look kind of expressionless. But if you ignore that, he's basically a 10 out of 10 minifig. But he isn't the only Sonic. LEGO's made a lot more since then. Like this one, which has a round stomach instead of an oval one, and came in this adult 18+ LEGO Ideas Sonic Green Hill Zone set. And then they updated this figure a year later back to the green eyes, which came in this Death Egg robot set, where they also created these little pieces, which you can use for Sonic characters to speed around in. They also made the Sonic variant, where they gave him a life jacket and parasail in the Tails boat set. There's also this Sonic winking face minifigure that does this when you tap the subscribe button. No, seriously, you have to tap it faster than Sonic can.
You're too slow!
Now, LEGO's made way more characters than just Sonic, and one of those is Dr. Eggman. He's a great minifigure who kind of looks like an inverted Mickey Mouse mixed with the Swedish Chef, and what's cool about him is his upper half is this one big chunk with LEGO Technic arms you could plug in. He also is the first minifigure to come with these tall black legs, and I could totally use this for characters like Groot.
We are going to steal the moon!
Eggman obviously has all these cool gadgets and machines he made to try and destroy Sonic, and they're all powered by these little creatures from blue birds to white birds to bunnies to pigs and turtles, all of which can be nurtured at Amy's Animal Rescue Island, where this character who's friends with Sonic named Amy Roses. Amy takes care of all these woodland creatures after Sonic is done beating the crud out of them inside the Badlands. Amy also has super speed and is a giant hammer that she could use to take out the Ops. Next is Sonic's best friend Tails, and he's named that well because he has two tails. And he could actually fly a plane, drive a boat, and even power this buildable mess. They also made a version that winks and one that's angry. Why is bro angry? They also made a version of Sonic's friend Knuckles. This friendly looking red guy came in a set called Knuckles Mech. And if there's one thing that you should know about Knuckles is that he has two pretty big knuckles. They also made a version of him with an angry face, and I'd honestly be terrified to see this big red guy coming toward me to throw hands. I mean Knuckles. The next character is Shadow. He's like Sonic's alter ego and comes in black and red. He was made in this government lab by Dr. Robotnik's granddad. I realize that's not him, LEGO hasn't made him yet, I'm sorry. Basically was supposed to destroy Sonic, but he didn't. Instead, he gets into 1v1s with Robotnik's rhinoceroses. They also made a version of him that's angry in the new Robotnik's drill set, which is super cool and very practical, by the way. And in that set, you can see Shadow's desk where he works, and there's a picture of him and his human girlfriend. Wait, what? He also has a Hedgehog girlfriend named Rogue, who came in this set with Knuckles, and it also has a cool glider build. But I have to say, the purple wings, kinda dig it. But one of the coolest of all the Sonic minifigures has to be the ultimate Super Sonic. Now, how does one make Super Sonic? Basically, you have to collect all of the Chaos Emeralds, and when you do, they circle around normal Sonic and make him into a chaotic one, whose main difference is that he comes in yellow. And apparently a lot of people thought he was cool because he came in this new Bio-Lizard set with a new super version of Shadow, who has now also become yellow and is really cool looking with his cool arm bracelets and red head marking. I wonder who's faster. Still Sonic. Overall, these both are really cool, but not as cool as Metal Sonic. This minifigure is awesome, with a hole in the back of his head so you can take it off and then put it on this way to make it look like he's flying. This is one of the newest Sonic minifigs that came in the Cyclone vs. Metal Sonic set, and he was also created by Dr. Eggman just to destroy Sonic. And that's almost every official LEGO minifigure from Sonic that LEGO's made. But there are still so many characters that haven't been touched. So I put on my mischievous Dr. Robotnik glasses and scoured the dark web for illegal Sonic characters LEGO refused to make. And I was given a secret location where a mystery box was to be left and where they're being held.
All right. And just when I was about to give up, I saw this. All right, it should be somewhere around here. Yep, that's it.
Now let's open it up. Wow, these minifigures are pretty cool. Some of these characters LEGO did already make, and there's an argument to be made that they might be better than the official LEGO one. Like the fact that Knuckles' knuckles are actually knuckles and not detachable knuckles. That's a lot of knuckles. Or that his head is huge. There's also Sonic and his cousins Super Sonic and Shadow, and if I stepped on these guys, I don't think I'd make it back home. At least those ones look cool. These ones are just plain cursed compared to the LEGO IRL ones. What did they do to Tails? He only has one tail. How can you do that? And why did they do this to Dr. Robotnik? He looks so weird.
This is terrible.
But now at least we get to get into characters that LEGO hasn't made before. The next one is Silver the Hedgehog, and LEGO hasn't even made a version of him yet. Now Silver has the power of telekinesis, and he can lift a bunch of things with his brain, and this minifigure of him is actually pretty cool. Almost as cool as his girlfriend Blaze the cat. And not gonna lie, other than those cat ears, I do not understand how this is a cat. She has this hair thing that is super painful to touch because it's really pointy and you have to shove it onto her head. And she has the power of pyrokinesis, which means she can literally will fire into thin air by just thinking about it. Whoa. This next one is Cream the Rabbit, and she low-key looks like one of those Animal Crossing characters and is incredibly scary when you remove her bunny ears. But this next one has to be the most terrifying Lego minifigure I have maybe ever seen. And I've had a lot of terrifying Lego minifigures. This is Infinite the Jackal. He got into a fight with Shadow and lost. And now he's seeking revenge in what might be one of the most terrifying minifigures I literally have ever seen.
Hello there.
You thought he was bad? Chaos is worse. Literally, that's this villain's name, Chaos. In the game, he's this blue fella who looks kind of like a giant Ziploc bag full of water and a little brain floating around inside there. And here he's kind of the same thing, but in the game, he's pretty big. No, this guy is big. Not as physically big, but his name is actually big. He's fat, like my friend Nick. But one of his superpowers is he could lift a bunch of really heavy stuff, including your mom. But to be honest, he's really not the sharpest tool in the shed. And this is Storm the Albatross, which is a kind of bird. And in the game, he looks way rounder. And here he looks more like a bird grandpa sensei with a stick up his butt. Hey, get off my lawn. Hey, that's my line. Speaking of sticks, this is Styx, the badger. And she has the power of throwing sticks? I guess that makes sense. One of the best custom Sonic characters has to be Charmy the Bee. He has these little antennas as well as wings, and his superpower is flying. And the only other flying character in this slot is Ray the Squirrel. And I mean, who thought head goggles and a tail tattoo were a good idea? Maybe he and Charmy could bond over their concerning fashion choices. I'll be honest, I don't understand these two. Maybe they could go fly off together. But speaking of fly, this is Jet the Hawk. And he probably should be able to actually fly because, you know, he's a hawk. And also one of Sonic's main enemies. And I don't care how cool you think he looks, he's still a bad guy. And he could also do some pretty epic tricks on a skateboard. Another enemy of Sonic is Metal Sonic, who's all robotic and evil looking. And in the game, this guy was just impossible to defeat for me. And they actually made two versions of him. One of them is normal looking and one of them has robotic arms, and I don't even know what's happening with the legs here. This is Tikal. She died and was resurrected, which is kind of cool. But you know what? That's not nearly as cool as one of my favorite characters, Knack the Weasel. As someone who spent an entire month building a Wild West town, I can appreciate a cool cowboy minifigure. But we're gonna have to go back way further in time to SBO, the only dinosaur Sonic, whose main weakness is an asteroid. I don't know if that's true or not, but it would be pretty Jurassically funny. And this character has to be the best named character ever. And his name is Bark the Dog. His mom literally saw him as a baby and said, "I shall name thee Bark the Dog." He has this whole beanie thing going on and also has a skateboard. And he's even got some boxing gloves to get into fights with Knuckles. And I just love this little fella. He's one of my favorites. Now next, since I build every character, I want to do every set. And we're gonna start with this $5 monkey. It comes with this little Flicky figure, which is cute. He looks absolutely nothing like the in-game character. You could load the Flicky in his back and he has coconuts you could throw at Sonic, but bro is just not it. The next set's a $6 Sonic keychain. Personally, I kind of like it attached to my suitcase to travel around with, but is it worth $6? Probably not. A little bigger at $10 is the Sonic Brickheads, which has 139 pieces and, shocker, looks like Sonic. They also did one of these for Tails at $10, and this one also looks pretty solid. For $10 more, you get 2 Brickheads in the Shadow and Knuckles Brickhead set, and I like these both a bit better. They feel more, I don't know how to put it, alive. And if you notice, pretty much all these guys have different eye colors. For this next set, I actually had to make a trip all the way out to the Lego store. And that's because they just released a brand new Sonic Campfire Clash. And this is the cheapest way to get a Sonic minifigure. So let's crack it open and build it. A couple things I noticed are that it came with a yellow Chaos Emerald and this flying GUN. Notice that spells gun. It also has the Beetle Robot drone and a Toki. I think that's how you pronounce that. Taki? Toki? I don't know. And after Sonic gets finished burning a marshmallow, he got into his sphere launcher that came in the set and went to take out the ops.
Hey!
Now that was a great starter kit for Sonic fans, but this is a great one for Shadow fans. It's the $20 Shadow's Escape. Shadow's certainly one of the cooler Sonic minifigures, and this set is pretty cool on its own. It has this little build representing Dr. Eggman's head, and this lab that Shadow has to break out of. He also has this epic motorbike, which he can make repairs on and drive around, and he can even take out this awesome build of a Rhino Badneck. And I don't know about you, but I would not mess with a Rhino. But I would mess with that subscribe button, because most of you aren't subscribed. The next set actually came out almost 10 years ago, and it's the LEGO Dimension Sonic Play Pack. And this thing cost $30 back then. It came with the first ever Sonic minifigure, basically making him a senior citizen LEGO. There's also a build of the car from the racing game, and a build of Tails' plane, which ended up getting its own LEGO set 8 years later, which is pretty neat. You could also load these builds into the game and make for a pretty interactive experience, and put Sonic in a bunch of environments he probably never would be in otherwise. This next set is 9 years newer and the same price. It's the Cyclone vs. Metal Sonic, and it has not one, but 2 brand new minifigures. But I gotta assemble it. And as I was building it, I noticed a couple things. Like the fact that this build is actually multi-purpose. It's this really cool mech with a bunch of built-in features, but you could turn it into a flyer. The minifigures like Metal Sonic are great. He even has this cool feature where you can decapitate him, because there's a hole behind his head that you can attach the body to and make it look like he's in a flying position. It also kind of makes him look like a recovering smoker. There's also an exclusive Tails in this, which is awesome, especially when you can put him in the mech, turn it into a flyer, and send it off into the sky, and they can both fight. This next set is $35, and it's Knuckles' Guardian Mech. It of course came with the first ever LEGO Knuckles, who looks pretty happy to be there, as well as of course Rose. It's a really nice looking minifigure, with hearts on her toes and hearts on her chest. They obviously have to fight each other for the Master Emerald, which comes in this set. And what's funnier about this whole set, no Knuckles Met actually exists in Sonic. I spent like an hour looking. It's not real. Rogue also comes with this flyer to, fly in and steal things, and you can even carry these characters into another set. That's gonna be around $40. And this is the Knuckles and the Master Emerald Shrine. Now the weird thing about this one is that you need the Knuckles mech in order to complete this one, because it doesn't come with the Master Emerald. But then if you have both, you have 2 Knuckles. So you can make one in Uganda Knuckles and call it a day.
Do you know the way?
Anyway, this shrine is awesome. It has an Amy Rose minifigure, which is one of Sonic's best friends, and looks absolutely great. She can use this launcher to launch grapes at the Egg Robos. But not only that, Knuckles gets a punching bag and a new face. There's also a whole bed on the inside just for Knuckles to sleep with some Chaos Cola, and it honestly looks very comfortable. And then you could go up on top of the mountain and place the Master Emerald. The issue with this whole set though is the Emerald Shrine is supposed to be huge. So I took the liberty of taking this model and then making it into a giant mountain. Oh, that's awesome. The next set's also $35, and it's the Sonic Speed Sphere Challenge. I think it is a worse version of the Sonic Campfire Clash. It has some neat features, like a little chill beach area where Sonic can chomp down on some glizzies, or even this DJ stand where he could bop out some beats. There's also a moto bug and some ramps, and of course it comes with another Sonic launcher you could use to knock over some rings. But there's only one minifigure in here. For $35, that's kinda dumb. There's a much better set that's $5 more, and it's Tails, Workshop, and Tornado Plane. It is 376 pieces and has this fun styled plane. The back of the plane has this logo, which is supposed to represent tails, and each side of it is a different tail. That's so smart. And not only that, Sonic's actually able to stand on top of the plane because there's some studs for him, so that way he could actually act like he does in the game. So Tails and Sonic got up in their plane, and now they gotta take on the Buzz Bomber. The plane crashed and Sonic's hurt, so Tails went and loaded Sonic into a bed, then began to work on fixing his plane. Oh, and also one of the Buzz Bombers had a flicky in it, and he wanted to bring it back to health because they don't deserve to be powering all these things. Tails is such a great guy. I'd also be his best friend. While Sonic heals up, we're gonna take a look at this next one, which is probably the single best looking LEGO Sonic set ever made, and it's Super Shadow versus the Bio Lizard. It's only $45, comes with 2 new minifigures, and this freaking awesome orange lizard. And we've technically gotten Super Sonic in a more expensive set, but this is the cheapest one to get him in. And the way these characters turn super is by having all of the Chaos Emeralds surround them, to power them up and make them look this epic. And it's the same deal for Shadow. And in this one, they printed on a bunch of highlights to him, and he looks absolutely great. But this lizard is freaking awesome. As a Florida man who likes lizards, this thing has to be one of the coolest lizards I've ever seen. And since in Florida there are a lot of orange and lime green lizards, I want to do a live lizard reaction. There's also an energy pod attached to him with shooters, and on the underside of it there's another Chaos Emerald attached. This is like so cool. Wouldn't you want this guy just living in your house? Maybe not. The next set's $50, and it's Amy's Animal Rescue Island. It comes with another Amy Rose minifigure as well as Tails.
And since Amy Rose is such a nice person, she likes to take all the flickies that Dr. Robotnik hurts and give them a home. They have little rides like a merry-go-round and even a slide that Florida Man uses occasionally. And there's even a drink station for her to make nice cocktails. Wait, is that another badnik? Oh no, it's crab meat. It's okay, because he's on this bridge, and when you pull this pin, it knocks him down. You could also press down on this pink tile and reveal another Master Emerald. Or if you want to go under the drink shack, there's an area for all the flickies to sleep. Now, since this is on an island, you obviously have to get there by boat. And you'll never guess whose boat it is. That's right, it's Tails. There's a little dance floor on top of it for Sonic and Tails to bop out. And then the captain's area on the bottom also has this game board based on a real-life Sonic game. And there's a launcher for Tails to go after the ops. There's also a little side island for Sonic to munch down on a glizzy, collect some rings, and chill. Or, you know, Florida Man could chill here. But my favorite thing to do here is let Sonic go parasailing. So I armored him up, and he's off to the races. Oh wait, is that Jaws? He's trying to eat Sonic as he's parasailing. Now this next set is the cheapest one you could get, Dr. Eggman, and it's the Sonic vs. Eggman Death Egg Robot. The Eggman minifigure is great. He comes with these little Technic arms you could clip in and some really tall legs. He also has the small workstation, and probably the second most epic build in LEGO Sonic, the Death Egg Robot. It has these spinning spears, posable legs, and stud shooters. And you can move the arms any way you want. You could of course load Eggman into it, and the build basically matches his face, which is so cool. And you can even take off his backpack and see where the flickies are located that are powering the mech. This next set is $70, and it's Shadow's head. Why they decided to do this out of literally any other Sonic character, I don't know. It's also only for adults, which is kind of lame. You know what? Get this out of here. Next set is $80, and it's Super Sonic versus the Egg Drillster. There's a new Shadow minifigure in it, and of course, Yellow Sonic. Some of the cool things about this build are the side builds, like the Egg Pawn, which we hadn't seen before. He looks like a little happy guy. There's also this gun wing, and of course this giant wall that you could just run right through. There's also Shadow's desk where he works at, and where another Chaos Emerald is located. There's a bunch of other things on his shelf and on his desk, but of course the main build of this is the Drillster. It looks like that drill from The Incredibles, honestly. And what's cool about it is you can actually detach this flyer from the Drillster. So if, you know, it gets destroyed, Dr. Eggman can just take off. And apparently he fires eggs at him. Who told him that was a good idea? But he can basically do the same thing in Sonic's Green Hill Zone Loop Challenge. This was the second ever Sonic minifigure and really launched the theme, and it comes with a Motobug, crab meat, and of course, Dr. Eggman. His little egg pod is actually kind of cute, and the builds are great. You can run Sonic across to collect a bunch of the rings. There's also this checkpoint, which is great, and of course the loop. Then if he gets further ahead, he can get to the bounce pad and jump up to get some more rings. Then he has to take on Eggman. And this last set is the only $100 LEGO Sonic the Hedgehog set. It's Sonic's Green Hill Zone Loop Challenge. It comes with Winking Sonic, Dr. Eggman, Amy, Chopper, and Newton. And it has a whole bunch of different sections, like one of the only full loop-de-loop rings that isn't in the 18+ set, and that launches directly into this gold ring. There's also the Brown Bridge and Newton's Tree, which will lead you to Dr. Eggman's mech. And you can actually take off from it and fly. And I want to make it so that way Sonic can actually go through the whole course. So I'm gonna try it.
What's he doing here? Well, never mind. This time I'll get him good. Hey, Eggman.
Oh, Sonic the Hedgehog.
Hey, hey, hey.
Farewell.
I'm here to save my hero, Sonic.
Hey there, Bolt Brain.
No.
So this is a normal Mario minifigure, and today I'm going to be taking a bunch of Super Mario characters and making them super cursed. So stay tuned, because things are about to level up. Anyways, Lego. So the new Mario movie just came out, and it got me thinking, what if instead of Mario doing the little jump to collect a coin, instead he was just really tall and walked into them? So I took this normal Mario minifigure and stretched out his legs to be super long. And then we built out a small Mario starter course, and I had Bro start walking, and his steps were literally massive. And he could walk right over those silly Goombas, and instead of needing to jump under the question block, he walked into it. Now Mario's taller brother is Luigi, and he's also a plumber. Now I thought, what if Mario was Luigi? So I took the red collar, went to my paint palette, and just boom, now his red is green. And I guess I had to do the same thing to Luigi. Hey Luigi, why are you wearing my clothes? I don't know, mamma mia. Now Mario's a plumber, but what if he was also the toilet? That's right, I took this perfectly normal skibbity toilet from the popular show, yeah, that one, and Mario-fied it with Mario's head in a toilet. And you know there's only one thing that can defeat him. It's a plunger. So I took this other Mario's hands off his arms and replaced them with these plunger pieces, which would usually be great because he could use them to scale walls like a ninja, but now he could use them for him to take on Skibbity Mario. No, Skibbity dop dop dop, yes. Now you know the movie Inception? What about Marioception? I had this Mario hold a smaller Mario who was holding an even smaller Mario who was holding an even smaller Mario. Now one of my favorite characters and superheroes of all time has a red and blue color scheme. And of course, it's Spider-Man. He's always the hero, probably Italian and from New York. He's Italian because he delivers pizzas, obviously.
Pizza time.
So what if I made Mario a web slinger? I took the head off the Mario body and put it on the Spider-Man one. And of course, since he has to have a mask, we made that work onto his face, and then gave him webs and then animated him to swing across the screen. Yahoo! With the greater plumbing comes a greater responsibility. And since Mario is also a rather large and chunky Italian boy from New York, there's a very solid shot that he has mob ties. So I decided to make him look the part by giving him a suit and a hat color change, and some goons. Oh, did I say goons? I meant Goombas. And now he can be the plumbing boss of New York. Waluigi, I'm gonna make him an offer he can't refuse. Or what if we recolor everyone here to look like they're from another popular Illumination series, Despicable Me? I gave Mario Gru's color scheme and a scarf piece, and then I made all the Goombas yellow and gave them goggles. Minions, tonight we steal the gold! And since the most iconic thing about Mario is his mustache, what if we made it bigger? No, bigger than that. Bigger. Bro, his stash is bigger than him at this point. He straight up looks like the Lorax, which we'll get to later. But what if we make his nose match the size of his mustache? Oh yeah, bro looks like one of those guys who wears those funny glasses with the mustache as a disguise. All right, now we're gonna shrink the mustache and just have a nose. Wait a minute, is that a Lego piece? Oh no, the nose deflated. Bro is carrying it all around on his head like a popped balloon bag. Now I've built a bunch of these things called Big Figs, including Bowser, but never seen one as Mario. So we designed some blue overalls and put them over the Hulk Big Fig torso. So instead of collecting coins from question blocks, he could just smash them. Now what if we took a normal Mario minifigure and put a spring in his step? Literally. So I got these little spiral pieces that would be good springs and kind of remind me of the Pixar lamp. Or what if I made Mario and Luigi look like conjoined twins with both heads popping out from the same torso? Okay, that's low-key cursed and now I'm really uncomfortable. Oh, and this is a hammer. And what if I just took it to this Mario figure and I made him into this Minecraft Steve? Yo, what if instead of him saying,
I am Steve,
he says,
it's me, Mario.
Now remember that Big Fig Mario from earlier who ate way too many mushrooms? Well, what if he became a mushroom? Bro, this mushroom is actually Mario. Let's give him the hat. Cute. How about we make Mario a human centipede? Because I like creepy crawlies. Who doesn't? So I took a torso, stacked it on another and another and another, popped the head back on, and we just gotta angle it to face forward and kind of make bro crawl. Ew. I also gave each handy hat a mini tool, so now bro is the ultimate master plumber. One of my favorite variants of Mario is the 8-bit pixelated version from the original Super Mario Bros. Game. And since he was made of pixels, I decided to make a version of him using the instructions that I found on the Brickify app, which is everything for your Lego collection you could think of. You can go on and scan your parts to give you instructions, track what your minifigures are worth, and so much more. Now here's the Mario I was able to build with it. Bro, this looks so accurate. Now there are these macaroni-shaped Lego pieces, and since bro basically only eats spaghetti and noodles since he's Italian, I wanted to just make his legs and arm this macaroni piece. But for the feet, I swapped them out with 1x1s, and the hands I put in normal minifigure hands. And now bro literally looks like a crab. Now Mario might low-key have one of the most dookie voice actors for Mario, and it's Chris Pratt. No hate. And now I'm going to dress up this Chris Pratt minifigure as Mario.
It's me, a Mario.
Now the next character I wanted to try making was Toad, but instead of being this little mushroom guy who looks nothing like a toad, I actually made him a frog. And you just gotta slip this little mushroom hat on it. That's so cute. Now Bowser's always threatening the princess from every angle, so what if I just took Mario and made bro wider? Then it would be impossible for him to attack. Yo, now he's literally the length of like 3 different minifigures. I also tried stretching out bro's nose because he low-key already looks like Pinocchio. Yo, did you hit that subscribe button? Yes! Are you sure? Mamma mia. So he used his long nose to press it. You remember that Goomba we made earlier? Well, what if Bowser sat on him? Now he looks like the type of accident that I left after not being able to find the bathroom. Now you know those green pipes in the Mario games? Apparently those are called warp tubes. But what if instead of one of those popping out, it was Mario's head? So I just extended his neck. But it low-key reminds me of Skibbity Mario. Now if you saw the movie Wreck-It Ralph, there was this very obvious Mario ripoff of this not very Italian handyman, Fix-It Felix. So I recolored our boy Mario and made him look kinda like Felix to show how close they are, with his menacing eyes and that silly dance he does. Now you know Yoshi? Yeah, that one. What if I made bro a real-life dinosaur? Yeah, so I took Yoshi and this Jurassic Park dinosaur, then recolored him to match all of Yoshi's colors the best I could, and even added a little shell to his back using the piece from the Star Wars Cantina button red. Now bro can go ahead and go on a rampage. No, giant Yoshi, stop it! Look at him munch down on this chunky Mario. Now I wanted to make a really brick-built version of Princess Peach, so I went back to the Brickify app and got instructions, and we were able to make out this model that looks like the 1984 version. And this brick art will go really well with the other Mario that we made using Brickify. And this next one is scary, because it involves getting an actual job. Yeah, this Goomba was having fun until he realized that he has to pay taxes. So he got a 9-to-5 job in an office with his desk, a computer, and all his dreams of ever amounting to anything and falling apart at the seams until they turned into nothingness. Aww. Now this is my boy Shy Guy. And what if we just low-key face swap him with the ghost from Scream? It's actually pretty smart. And he already kind of looks like it anyway. And this is Kirby, who I put where Mario's head is supposed to go, and now he's the first pink Italian plumber. Oh, and how could I forget? This is Mario helping an old man cross the road.
Thank you, little boy.
No problem. Oh, you got the subscribe button on your head. Do you remember the SML puppets? Yeah, those ones. Now one of them was a Mario. So I was thinking, what if we just take a regular Mario and try to make him look like those SML puppets? This looks great. Do you remember earlier how I was talking about Mario's mustache and how it kind of reminded me of the Lorax? So we did that. We just recolored Mario, turned his colors to look like Lorax, and now bro can speak to the trees and the pipes.